A very good morning to all of you. This is your mathematics class and today we are going to start a new topic which is area. So what is area? Suppose we have a figure of square. This is the square. When we talk about the entire space of this square, that means this is the area of this square. Similarly, if we have a rectangle, and when we are talking about the entire space of this rectangle, means inner space of this rectangle, then we are talking about the area. So basically the entire space of any figure is called area of that figure. Similarly, if we have a triangle, then this entire space is an area of this triangle. That means the entire space in a closed figure is called area of this figure. So let us discuss about the areas for different figures, just like square, rectangle and triangle. So let's see. First of all, we have a area of rectangle. Basically this is the length of a rectangle and this is the breadth of rectangle. This is length and this is breadth of rectangle, and area of rectangle is equal to length multiplied by breadth. So basically area of rectangle will always equal to length multiplied by breadth. There is one thing you know, that in rectangle opposite sides are equal. That means this side will be equal to this side and this side will equal to this side. So if this is 5 centimeter, then this will also be of 5 centimeter, and if this is 3 centimeter, then this will also be 3 centimeter. This is the length, also this is the length of the rectangle. This is the breadth, also this is the breadth of a rectangle, and area, formula for the area of rectangle is length multiplied by breadth. Here is the formula for area of rectangle, that is A is equal to L into B, where L is length and B is breadth. Now the next is area of square. You know that the side of all the sides of a square are equal, means AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. All these four sides are equal in the square. If this is 4 centimeter, then this will also be 4 centimeter, this will also be 4 centimeter, and this will also be of 4 centimeter. So area of square will be side multiplied by side. Okay. Similarly, as area of rectangle, in area of rectangle we have length into breadth. In this case, length and breadth both are same. Length and breadth both are same. That means length is also 4 centimeter, breadth is also 4 centimeter. That means you can say that side multiplied by side, which is equal to side whole square. That means area of square is equal to side square. Here you can see that area of square is equal to A square, where A is the side of a square. Hope you understand this also. The next formula is area of triangle. To find out the area of triangle, there is one thing that you have to know, that first of all you have to know that area of triangle will equal to 1/2 multiplied by base multiplied by height. Now you have to know that what is base and what is height. See, when an altitude is falls on a line, then it called base, and this altitude will fall from the opposite vertex, always from the opposite vertex, and the opposite vertex of BC is, see, here are three vertices A, B and C. The opposite vertex of BC side is A. That means from A from A there is an altitude which falls on BC. In this case, this altitude is height of this triangle and this will be the base of the triangle. So the area of triangle is half multiplied by base multiplied by height. Hope you know this formula also. Now the next one is area of an equilateral triangle. You know that equilateral triangle means, see, before that, area is equal to half multiply by b into h, where b is base and h is height. The area of right triangle. Suppose you have a right triangle A, B, C with sides containing right angle having length A. That means this side, which is of 90 degree, is a centimeter and B is given by, length is B given by, then area of triangle will be equal to half multiplied by, it is same, half multiplied by base multiplied by height. So half multiplied by, in this case this perpendicular is falling on BC. That means BC is base and AC isn't AC. This AB is a perpendicular, and if it is perpendicular that means it is height, because height is always of 90 degree, which is a perpendicular. So it will be half multiplied by base multiplied by height. Half multiplied by base is B multiplied by height, which is A. So half multiplied by base multiplied by height. Formula is same. Now the next one is area of an isosceles triangle with perpendicular sides both equal to A. Suppose you have a right triangle, because it is saying that isosceles right triangle. Suppose you have a right triangle, this is of 90 degree. In this case, see, isosceles means when a triangle have two equal sides. So in this case, this will be the base and this will be the height. At the same time, it is hypotenuse, because I told you when we are studying about congruency, then I told you that opposite side of right angle is always hypotenuse. So it is hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is always the largest side of triangle. So it is the largest side, so it cannot be same as any another side. That is why base and height will be same, means the equal sides will be base and height. Hypotenuse is always the largest side of a triangle, so we cannot consider this hypotenuse to equal any other side of the right angle triangle. So two equal sides of a right angle triangle will be base and perpendicular, means base and height. So if it is A and if it is also A, then obviously half multiplied by base multiplied by height. Half multiplied by base is A multiplied by height is also A. In this case we can write down it. Remember exponents and power, A multiplied by A. That means A is multiplying by itself 2 times. That means A raised to power 2. So half multiplied by A square, which is the formula for area of an isosceles right triangles with the perpendicular sides both equal to A. Now the turn for equilateral triangle. Similarly, we can find out the formula, for area of an equilateral triangle. Now remember, what is an equilateral triangle? Which triangle have 3 sides are equal. Okay, when all the 3 sides of a triangle are equal, then we called it an equilateral triangle. And the formula for area of an equilateral triangle is A that is area, is equal to root 3 upon 4a square, where value of root 3 is 1.732. Hope you understand this formula also. Now the next one is area of a parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram. The formula for area of parallelogram is equal to base multiplied by height. See, if you have a parallelogram just like this, and if you draw a diagonal in this parallelogram, then this diagonal divides this parallelogram into two triangles. First one is this triangle, and the second one is this triangle. And you know the formula for area of triangle, which is half multiplied by base multiplied by height. And here are two triangles, so we have to multiply this formula by 2. So it will be 2 multiplied by half into base into height. So you can cancel 2 with 2 and you are left with base multiplied by height. So area of parallelogram will always equal to base multiplied by height. You have to memorize all these formulas, and your exercise 14.3 is completely based on all these formulas. So you have to put all these formulas in your mind and try to solve all the questions of exercise 14.3. Here is the question number 1 of exercise 14.3, which is saying that find the area of a rectangle whose length and breadth are given below. Now remember area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is length multiplied by breadth. In this case, means in part A, area you have to find area when the length is 7 cm and the breadth is 3.5 cm. So you can find out the area of rectangle by applying the formula for area of rectangle, which is length multiplied by breadth. Length is 7 and breadth is 3.5. So, now you can multiply 7 with 3.5 and you will get, means you get 24.5 centimeter square. There is one thing, whenever you have to find out the area, see, it is given at the very beginning of this chapter, when you have to, just a second, when you are finding area of any object, then the unit of that figure will be always measures in square. That means centimeter square, meter square, millimeter square, liter square, not liter square, millimeter square. That is one thing is clear from here. Then whenever you find area of any figure, then it always measures in unit square, centimeter square, meter square, millimeter square. Okay, you have to memorize this table also. You need to know that how can you convert meter to decameter, to decimeter also, to millimeter also, and how can you convert hectare from hectare to meter square. Now see the question, which is question number 1 of exercise 14.3. In this case, you are finding the area of rectangle. You are finding the area of rectangle, which is length multiplied by breadth, which is equal to 24.5 centimeter square, because area is always measures in square. So it will be 24.5 centimeter square. You can do all the questions of this of the question number 1. You can do all the parts of the question number 1 in the similar way by applying the formula length multiplied by breadth, because in all these parts you have to find out the area of rectangle. The next question is question number 2, and in this question you are asked about the area of a square whose side is given below. Now remember area of square is equal to side multiplied by side. So the side is given to you, which is 4.9 centimeter. So side of square is given, which is 4.9 centimeter. You can say it A, means you can symbolize it by A. Now the area of square is side multiplied by side, which is A square. So it will be 4.9 whole square, and when you multiply by 4.9 by 4.9, you get 24.01 centimeter square. Do not forget to write down centimeter square or meter square or millimeter square. you have to put square in the unit while finding out the area for any figure. You can apply the same formula for all the parts of the question number 2, because in this question you have to find the area of square, and the area of square is same, which is a square, that means side multiply by side. So you can find out the area of square for all these parts, just like 3 upon 5 multiply by 3 upon 5, which will be equal to 9 upon 25. Hope you understand. Now let us see the next question, which is question number 3. The question number 3 is saying that you have to find the area in square meters. Obviously, if you are finding the area, then you have to find it in square, but there is one thing, meter, that means you have to change it in meter. So it will be of parallelogram. There is one more thing, that you have to find out the area for parallelogram whose base and altitudes are as follows. So see the B question. Here base is 2 meter 20 centimeter. This is saying that in square meters, that means you have to convert both the units in meter. So you know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, but you have to convert centimeter from centimeter to meter. That means you have to change this value, 2 meter plus 20 upon 100, which will be equal to 1 upon 5. That means 2 plus 1 upon 5, which will be equal to 10 plus 1, which will be equal to 11 upon 5. This will be 11 upon 5 meters. Similarly, you can change height from centimeter to meter, and you can find the area by applying the formula base multiply by height. Both the things are given to you. You just need to convert these into meter, and after applying the formula base multiply by height, you can find the answer. Now see the question number 4. The question number 4 is saying that the area of a rectangle is 240 centimeter square. If length is 20 centimeter, find its breadth. Area of rectangle is given to you 240 centimeter square. You can apply the formula for area of rectangle, which is equal to length into breadth, which will equal to 240 centimeter square, because it is given. Now the length is 20 centimeter, but breadth is missing, so you have to find the breadth. You can put it equal, because both the values are the area of rectangle. From here you can find out the value of B by dividing this 240 by 20. 0 will be cancelled with 0. Now it will be 12. That means breadth will be equal to 12 centimeter. Hope you understand this question also. Now let's see the next question, which is question number 5. The question number 5 is saying that find the perimeter of a rectangle whose area is 650 meter square and its breadth is 13 meter. You have to find the perimeter of a rectangle. Area is given, also the breadth is given. First of all, you have to find the length of rectangle by using breadth and area. You know that the area of rectangle is 650 meter square, which is given. So length multiplied by breadth is equal to 650. You can put the value of breadth, which is given. So L multiplied by 13 is equal to 650 meter square. From here you can find out the value of length, which will be equal to 650 upon 13. Now you can divide 650 by 13. It will be 13 ones are 13, 13 fives are 65, and 0 is left. So L is equal to 50. That means length is equal to 50 meter. But in this question you have to find the perimeter, and you know the formula of perimeter of rectangle, which will be 2 length plus breadth. Now you can put the value of L and B. So it will be 250 plus 13, that is equal to 126 meter. That means perimeter of rectangle is equal to 126 meter. Now see the next question. The next question is saying, question number 6, which is saying that find the area of a square whose perimeter is 48 centimeter. Here the perimeter is given, and you have to find out the area. To find out the area, you have to first of all you have to find the side of a square. You can find the side of a square by using the perimeter of square. Perimeter of square is given, which is 48 centimeter, and the formula for the perimeter of a square is equal to 4 multiplied by a. So you can put it equal 4a and 48, because 4a is also the perimeter of square and 48 is also the perimeter of this square, which is given. So from here you can find out the value of a. While going to the right hand side, this 4 will divide 48. Now 4 ones are 4 and 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. Now a is equal to 12 centimeter. That means side of square is 12 centimeter. Now you can find out the area of square, which is equal to a square. That means side multiplied by side. So it will be 12 square. That means 12 multiplied by 12. And when you multiply 12 by 12, then you get 144 centimeter square, because this is area. So you have to put square in unit. So the area of square is 144 centimeter square. Now see the next question, which is question number 7, and the question number 7 is saying that find the area of a rectangle of width 12 meter and perimeter 96 meter. This question is similar as to question number 4, in that you are given length and you have to find out the breadth. And in the question number 7, you are given the perimeter and width. So by using, you know that the perimeter of rectangle is 2 of L plus B, so you can put the perimeter which is given to equal this formula. So from here you can find out the value of length. So it will be 2 will divide 96, which will be equal to 2 4s are 8 and 2 8s are 16. Now width is given, that means breadth is given, L plus 12 is equal to 48. From here you can find out the value of L, which is 48 minus 12, which will be equal to 36 meter or centimeter, 36 meter. Now you have to find out the area of rectangle. So you can find out the area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. Length is 36 and breadth is 12. So by multiplying 36 and 12, you will get the area of rectangle. You can do this question in this way. Now let's see the next question, which is question number, just a minute, let me remove this so that we can read the next question. The next question is question number 8. The question number 8 is saying that find the area of a parallelogram whose base is 10 centimeter, and height is 5.5 centimeter. Area of parallelogram is simply area of parallelogram is equal to base multiplied by height. Base is 10 centimeter and height is 5.5 centimeter. Now you can multiply 10 with 5.5 and you will get 55. So the area of parallelogram will be equal to 55 centimeter square. This will be the answer for this question. Hope you understand this question also. Now let us move towards the next question, which is question number 9. In the question number 9, you are given that if the area of a parallelogram is 52.65 centimeter square and its base is 8.1 centimeter, find its height. You can put base multiplied by height equal to 52.65, because these are the area of parallelogram. Now base is given, which is 8.1 multiplied by height is equal to 52.65. Now from here you can find out the value of h by dividing 52.65 by 8.1, and after dividing this you will get the value. This will be the area of the height of a parallelogram. If you have any problem regarding any question, if you will face any problem while solving out all these questions, then you can ask. I will give you the solution for that question. Now the question number 10 is saying if the area of an isosceles right angle triangle is 8 centimeter square, find its equal side. I told you that when isosceles right angle triangle is given, then hypotenuse is the largest side, so hypotenuse cannot be equal. So in this case, base and perpendicular, that means height will be same. So area of an isosceles right angle triangle is 8 centimeter square, that is given. You know the formula for isosceles right angle triangle is equal to half multiplied by a square. You can put it equal to 8 centimeter. Now this 2 is in division, that means this 2 is in denominator, so while going to the right hand side it will be the multiple of 2. Now it will be a square is equal to 8 multiplied by 2, centimeter square will remain same. Now a square is equal to 8 multiplied by 2, 16 centimeter square. Now if you want to remove this square on the left hand side, then you have to raise square root above 16 centimeter square. So square root of 16 will be 4 4s are 16. Now 4 multiplied by 4. This 4 and 4 are making a pair, so it will be 4. And centimeter square, that means square can cancel square root. Okay. Now it, see, you have, just a second, you have under root 16 centimeter square. You can write it as under root 16 and multiply by under root 7 centimeter square. This 16 can be written as 4 square because 4 4s are 16 and square of 4 is 16. So square root of 4 square multiply by under root of centimeter square. You can cancel this square with square root, also this square with square root. Now you are left with 4 multiplied by centimeter, that means 4 centimeter. So A will be 4 centimeter. That means equal sides are 4 centimeter and 4 centimeter. Means AB and BC are equal to 4 centimeter. Hope you understand this question also. Now let's see the next question, which is question number 11. Question number 11 is saying a marble tile measures 25 centimeter by 20 centimeter. How many tiles will be required to cover a wall of size 4 meter by 3 meter? Here the length and breadth of tile are given and the length and breadth of wall are given, and you have to find out that how many tiles will be required to cover. Suppose this is a wall, suppose this is a wall and there are tiles, these are tiles. So you have to find that for a wall how many tiles will be required to cover this wall like this. Means how many tiles can be put on the wall. So for that there is one thing. First of all you have to find out the area of tile, and after that you have to find out the area of wall. If area of wall is this and area of one tile is this, area of one tile is this, but the area of one tile is this and area of wall is this, then obviously this will be the area for one tile. Then you have to put the second tile, that means you have to count down the area of second tile. Similarly you have to count down the area of third, and similarly you have to count down the area of fourth. Similarly you have count down the area of all the tiles, and all these tiles in such way that these tiles can be covered completely this wall. So the area of all these tiles, the total area of all these tiles will be equal to the area of this wall. Okay, so you can put the area of all the tiles equal to area of the wall. See, length of one tile is 25 centimeter given, breadth of one tile is 20 centimeter is given. So you can find out the area of tile by applying the formula length multiplied by breadth. So it will be 25 multiplied by 20, which will be equal to 500 centimeter square. Now length of wall is 4 meter and breadth of wall is 300 meter. Length of tile is in centimeter, also the breadth of tile is in centimeter, but length of wall is given in meter. So you have to convert this meter into centimeter. This meter into centimeter. You know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 4 meter is equal to 4 multiplied by 100. That means 400 centimeter. Similarly, it will be 300 centimeter. So the area of wall is length multiplied by breadth. Length is 400 and breadth is 300. So it will be equal to 1,20,000 centimeter square. Now we don't know that how many tiles will be required, because we have to find that the number of tiles. So we have to consider the number of tiles. So let the number of tiles required to cover a wall n. Now I told you that total area of total number of tiles will be equal to the area of wall. So for that you have to find out the total area of the total number of tiles. If area of one tile is 500 centimeter, that you have found above, so area of n tiles will be equal to 500 multiplied by n, which will be equal to 500 n centimeter square. Now I told you that area of the total tiles will be equal to the area of wall. So 500 n centimeter square will be equal to 1,20,000 centimeter square. Now you can cancel this centimeter square with this centimeter square. Now you are left with 500 n is equal to 1,20,000. Now this 500 is in multiple of is multiple of n. So while going to the right hand side, it will divide 1,20,000. So n will be equal to 1,20,000 upon 500. Now you can cancel these two zeros with these two zeros. Now 1 2 0 0 will be divided by 5. It will be equal to 5 2s are 10, 5 4s are 20, and this 0, that means 240 tiles. So the number of tiles will 240 tiles will be required to cover the whole wall. Now see the next question, which is question number 12. The question number 12 is saying area of a rectangular lawn is same as the area of a 36 centimeter long square. If the length of a rectangular lawn is 40 meter, find the perimeter of lawn. See, the area of rectangular lawn is equal to the area of square. Okay, and for that you have to find out the area of square. For that the side is given, because to find out the area of square you will require side of the square, because the area of square is equal to side multiplied by side. Side is also given 36 meter. After that, rectangular length of rectangular lawn is given, and you have to find out the perimeter of lawn. So first of all you have to find out the area of square. So it will be equal to, side of square is given 36 meters, so area of square will be equal to side square, which is 36 multiplied by 36, which will be equal to 1296 centimeter square. Now it is saying that area of rectangular lawn is equal to area of square, which will be equal to 1269, and length of rectangular lawn is also given, which is 40 meter. So area of rectangular lawn is equal to 1296 from here. So you know the formula for rectangular lawn, which is equal to length multiplied by breadth. You can put it equal to 1296, because length into breadth and 1296, both the values are the area of rectangle. The length is given, which is 40, so you can put 40 at the place of L, and B will remain same because B is missing here. So 40 multiplied by B is equal to 1296, and B is equal to 1296 divided by 40, and on dividing that you get 32.4. Now breadth is 32.4 and length is 40. Now you can find out the parameter of rectangular lawn, which will be equal to 2 of L plus B. So 2 of L 40 plus B is 32.4. On solving that you get 144.8 meters. So the perimeter of rectangular lawn is 144 meter. Now 144.8 meter. Now let's see the solution for the next question, which is question number 13. The question number 13 is saying that find the cost of fencing a rectangular ground whose length and breadth are in ratio 4:3 and area is 768 meter square at the rate of 25 per meter. This question, you can do this question by yourself, because in the previous exercise we have done this type of question. first of all you have to consider the length and breadth. Length will be 4x and breadth will be 3x. After that, area is equal to 768 meter square, and you know the area which will be equal to 4x into 3x, that means length multiplied by breadth is equal to 768 meter square. So 4 3s are 12, x square, because x multiplied by x is x square, is equal to 768. From here you can find out the value of x square, which will be equal to 768 upon 12. So it will be 12 6 are 72 and 12 4s are 48. Now x square is equal to 64, that means x is equal to square root of 64, that means x is equal to 8. So from here you can find out the value of length. L is equal to 4x, that means 4 multiplied by 8, which will be equal to 32, and B is 3x, that means 3 multiplied by 8, which will be equal to 24. From in this question you are asked about fencing of a rectangular ground. So by using L and B you can find out the perimeter of rectangular ground, and after finding out the perimeter of rectangular ground you can multiply it by 25, and in this way you can find the cost of fencing a rectangular ground. Hope you understand this question also. Now let's see the question number 14, and the question number 14 is saying the area of a rectangle is 8100 means 8100 meter square. It is equal to area of 9 equal squares. See, area of rectangle is 8100 meter square. This is rectangle and area of this is 8100 meter square. It is equal to 9 equal square, means 9 equal square, sum of 9 equal square. The area of sum of 9 equal square will be equal to this area of rectangle. So find the side of each square, and we have to find the side of one square. So see the solution for this question also. Area of rectangle is given 8100 meter square, and there is one more thing that is given, that area of rectangle is equal to area of 9 equal square. That means area of 9 equal square will also be equal to 8100 meter square. So area of 1 square will be equal to, obviously it will be less than 9, so you can divide 8100 by 9, so it will be equal to 900 meter square, because 9 ones are 9, 9 nines are 81 and 00, so 900 meter square. That means area of square, the formula for the area of square is a square, that is side into side square, so a square, which will be equal to 900 meter square. To remove this square you have to raise square root above 900, and the square root of 900 is 30 meters. So side of a is 30 meter, that means side is 30 meters, so side of each square is 30 meter. Hope you understand this question also. If you have problem regarding any question or regarding any concept, then you can ask and you can message, I will tell you again. So enough for today.